Starting this episode off, and Shelley is crying her eyes out in the preview. Everybody is shocked. We're not seeing a reaction from Alandria. Y'all better not have gotten rid of my girl. So I rarely pay attention to Iris's conversations, but she's talking to this Casa boy, and he's acting shocked, like, "Oh, you walked in with a dominatrix outfit on? Don't they get the episodes just like we do?" First of all, Huda is on her best behavior, baby. This conversation with Huda and the Casa boy about her being a mom, which she has no choice but for it to be out there at this point. I didn't like his answer. He was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a mom, just depends on your connection. You have to be a little bit intentional with that, because she made it clear, like, I'm not dating just to date. I, look for a husband and also a father to this child. So it is that serious. And the continuous smiling, regardless of the subject matter, it is throwing me off so bad. Just like, yeah, it's okay if you have a child. The way Huda just dismisses her bad behavior as, oh, if people don't like me, it's okay, I like me. No, they don't like your nasty attitude. They don't like when you be cussing everybody out for no reason. They don't like when you don't take accountability for being rude. They don't like it when you call a girl a B word just because they came into Love Island as a bombshell and want to explore something. I don't know. It just seems like she didn't learn from that situation too much, and she just lacks self-awareness. Austin moves like a ventriloquist dummy. Who's excited to sleep in the bed with someone new tonight? I am. So this episode is really starting off so boring for me. Like, nothing is really happening. And I think it's because no one is really being enticed from their original couple, but they're also not closed off. So if they were to bring somebody back or fall for someone else, you're not really invested in any of these couples. So it's just so blah watching it. Like, I want to fast forward through all of these conversations because they're not giving. Amaya, baby girl, slow down. Why is she crying? I love her personality, but she goes from 0 to 100 way too quick. She took over the whole conversation. He barely got a chance to get a word out to respond to her saying how genuine she is and she just likes to connect with people. And he was like, yeah, I see it. And she starts crying. Ma'am, it just comes off as emotionally unstable. And I understand, like, she got dealt a bad hand with Ace, but you also have to tone it down just a little bit. And what is this look that Huda keeps giving them while they having that conversation over there? Girl. Zach with a K is so fake, because he was just over with the other guys talking about, oh, she takes a week to kiss a guy, but then in front of her face, oh yeah, I respect that. Yeah, that makes sense. But what I really don't like about Alandria's mindset is that she's really not giving anybody else a chance because she's so stuck on Taylor. Meanwhile, Taylor is cheesing it up in all of these other girls' faces. And it seems like he's so much more comfortable talking to these other girls. And he can barely look at Alandria in the eyes when they're having a conversation. And they've been coupled up since day one. It's funny because Taylor is doing exactly what everybody thought Ace was going to do. They thought he was going to be all over the new Casa girls. But I feel like Ace is way too strategic to spend the Casa time with another girl, because it's in his whole master plan to get to the end with Shelley at this point, if you ask me. I'm so glad they put out this disclaimer to all the people who have been doing too much, digging up information, bothering family members, harassing these people. Like, what are you getting out of that? Just talk about what's on the show. I really just hate that Amaya feels the need to beg for kisses. Like, and clearly he's using her to get back to the villa because he's not getting much play from Alandria. He feels like she's just going to go back to Taylor, which she's not wrong about that. But the whole situation is just icky. Like, she's like giggly and while he's just like straight face, like, did you like it? Y'all remember last season when Kayla was crying over Aaron? She didn't know what happened, but she just had that intuition. She had a feeling. I feel like that's what's going on over here with Sierra, even though Nick really isn't doing anything crazy. But I think if he got the time of day from the girl that he wanted, he would. Unfortunately, that little 25-second interaction that she had with him has brought all the feelings involved, and he's not validating any of them, and I just know that their breakup is gonna be epic. There's something really awkward about the interactions between Nick and the new girl that he likes. He keeps saying how much he likes her, but their conversations do not flow. They don't have any chemistry. But I guess he got to do what he got to do to try to stay in this village, child, because he definitely going to be the next one to go if he can't get her attention away from Austin. Which I hope that happens because I'm tired of Austin. He need to go. So Shelley is second guessing her relationship with Ace because of this new guy, but we haven't really seen any of their interactions. Like, we're seeing her be in this dilemma, but we haven't seen any of the chemistry or anything like that. So what? Like, this show is irritating me so bad. Out of all the girls that claim to be girls, Amaya is the only one that I think can really take that title because she did not let any time pass before she told Alandria about that kiss because it was weighing so much on her. And I feel like she's proven herself time and time again to be a great friend, whereas the rest of them are very questionable. With that being said, her forcing that kiss with him is making me so scared for Alandria. Oh my goodness. It is not looking good. I don't care if Zach said it's 50-50. It's not looking like 50-50. Despite what goes down tonight, I do think that Taylor, if he clicks more with Clark than he does with Alandria, we see the chemistry is not there between those two. I'm not going to be necessarily mad at that. I can't be mad at it. But I just hate the fact that Alandria felt the need to be so loyal to him when he didn't feel the same way in return. But he showed you time and time again. And then America tried to tell you, Alandria, when we matched you up with Jalen, like, we just could not get it through your head. Oh my God. When they got the message that the boy that has a better connection with Amaya than their current connection, everybody just turned to look at Zach. And Zach was just like, it's not funny because I already know my girl going home. I'm just trying to laugh to keep from crying. Y'all, this really is psychological torture. Like, for her to have to stand up there and everybody knows what's about to happen. And I just can't even put it into words. Like, I wouldn't be able to sit there. There's way too much tension. Like, I pause TV moments like this. I can't imagine actually being in that moment, knowing what's about to happen and actually having to act it out. And Alandria is so regal. She has so much poise. Like, she's not letting anybody see her sweat. Meanwhile, the rest of these girls are breaking down. Their makeup is not going to hold up under all this waterworks. Like, I just literally cannot. This how you know Alandria was fan favorite. Not one of them girls can hold back. Not one of them. Even Andrina, who just got there. And Zach apologizing. Stop making it about you. It doesn't feel right that she went home because it's almost like she's being punished for being locked in with somebody. She was one of the only people there with somewhat of a genuine connection, even if it wasn't real on Taylor's part. Huda with all this wailing. Now, see, you making it about you too. Please stop. When they said, how are you not crying? She was like, I've had to be strong my whole life. They almost got me. Dang, she shut Zach down so quick. You can save your words. My girl wanted to fall in love so bad, and she really thought that was Taylor. And I really hate that coming out of this, it's probably going to hit her like a ton of bricks to find out that he really was not on the same page. And that's what hurts even more so than her leaving, in my opinion. Now, I don't want to say that Nick dumping was karma for what he just did to Jeremiah. It's funny because majority of the season, Nick was my favorite. But he's been moving really funny these past few episodes. And it's kind of got me. I wasn't even upset when he got done. I thought it would be really hurt. The boys did not move me because I feel like y'all thought y'all had everything figured out. Y'all formed this alliance, listening and following behind Ace. And it bit you in the butt. I know for a fact Ace did not see that coming. And for sure Nick didn't. Poor Sierra was already sobbing just thinking about him being over there with those other women. She's really going to be clutching her pearls and falling out whenever she finds out this man is gone. Like, oh my God. I feel for Sierra more than I do for Nick. Now, personally, I don't know what that girl sees in Austin. But clearly she didn't see enough in Nick, and that's the reason why he had to go home. But that ending though, that cliffhanger, I know Nick Alandria stands are like screaming right now. I am very curious to see what they're going to be doing moving forward, because something tells me that Hannah and Jeremy are still here too. So I wonder, like, are they going to bring them back? Like,